Blame Truth here, and I've already opened the beer off camera. I don't have a bottle opener in the studio here, so I had to do it in the kitchen because I needed something stout. I needed a double IPA, to be honest with you. But I should just pour it out. I should get like a cheap old English or whatever and pour one out for Battlefield 6 because this game is all but fucking dead. And I haven't covered Battlefield 6 in a few weeks. The last time I covered them, they were peddling AI slop in the motherfucking store, which, I mean, most people didn't even want a store to begin with that play this game. But I digress. They've been making the wrong decision just over and over since launching the game. And I want to really just dive into this. I want to try to make sense of this, speak it aloud, so that we can all process what the fuck they are actually doing. And I don't know, man. Without further ado, though, let's just get right on into the meat and potatoes. You guys in the comments section can drop a like, or this video was amazing, learned a lot, or super big, powerful accuracy, or whatever the fuck else you want to say down there. Just engage with the fucking video, man. I don't know. But regardless, I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So first things first here, we just need to go over the numbers. You know, we need to just look at the hard data to see that there is a massive fucking problem. And here's the thing, man. I am one guy from the middle of bumfuck nowhere. One guy. I'm one guy with a microphone and a channel where I cover FPS games. Why can I see this? Why can I see it? And like suits that make, you know, a million times more money than I do cannot. Like, how are they this fucking stupid and dense? How do they continually keep fucking up? But regardless, let's just look at the numbers. And we're going to compare the numbers. Apples to apples here against Call of Duty. And I want you to see this. First things first. Battlefield 6 on Steam. What a fucking fall from grace. And that's putting it lightly. I mean, I've ragged on Call of Duty for losing like 80% of their player base over the course of the year. These motherfuckers at EA and DICE have lost more than that in the course of like 3 months. I mean, this isn't normal. And this is on a Sunday. This is historically the best day to look at player numbers for both Battlefield and Call of Duty. And this shit can't break 100K peak. The average players, I mean, good lord, it's so fucking bad. And I want to compare it. I took these screenshots at roughly the same time. I want to compare it to Call of Duty. Okay, and this includes RedSec as well. This isn't just Battlefield 6, the multiplayer game. So we're going to compare apples to apples to Call of Duty, okay? Call of Duty, which includes Warzone as well, and literally the worst selling Call of Duty game of all time, Slack Ops 7. Yeah, we're within spitting distance of Battlefield 6's player numbers with Call of Duty. This is just pathetic. Guys, the worst selling Call of Duty game. Like, let's really just break this the fuck down, okay? And I'm sorry if this pisses people off. I had somebody saying, like, stop ragging on Battlefield, BT. Things aren't that bad. Motherfucker, if I were to lose 50 pounds of weight in like the course of 3 months, people would be like, hey, you're fucking starving to death. Maybe eat a cheeseburger. And the person saying, oh, it's not that bad. Stop picking on him. Stop body shaming. No, that guy that's saying that is trying to kill me. Like, you know what I mean? I clearly have some sort of parasite or eating disorder or something going on. Tapeworms? I don't know. Maybe all of the above. Maybe all of the above are inside my body, feasting on the nutrients and the calories and the vitamins and the minerals, and I am just becoming a husk of a human being. I would hope someone would tell me, hey, man, go see a fucking doctor. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to do that here. And on console, it's actually worse. Look at this. I mean, it fell out of the top 10 on PlayStation. And it's about to fall out of the top 10 on Xbox unless Season 2 absolutely blows our minds. And we really have to break this down. Like, why is this happening? Other channels have done it ad nauseum at this point. I've seen so many videos in the past couple weeks where it's like, Battlefield 6 needs to fix these things, or it's over, or Battlefield 6 is bleeding players. What's going on? But like, it's not our jobs to fix this company's game for them. It's not our jobs to do all the work for them. How are they so disconnected that they literally launched the game and the Battle Royale on a failed business model? And what do I mean by that? I mean, they directly copied Call of Duty. And I sang this game's praises before Season 1, before the store, before the AI slop shit, because the gameplay is good in Battlefield 6. But the gameplay being good in 2026 alone is not quite enough. We need a good live service model. But these fucking idiots chose to literally steal the exact same business model as Call of Duty. And it is fucking exhausting. Why would you steal the business model of a game that lost so many players last year? Did they expect something different to happen? They stole the exact same business model as a game that performed like this last year, and they didn't pivot, and they didn't change anything. I don't understand. Like, who thought this would work? Who thought collectively this would be a good idea? Find out who it is, EA, and fucking fire their ass, because they're idiots. Like, dude, I swear to you right now, and this isn't ego speaking, this is just confidence, because I have a brain and I've been around the block and I've been hanging around for quite a bit, and I am an observer and I see things and I have pretty good ideas, I think. Okay, you stick me in a room and pay me like, I don't know, $200,000 a year, a fraction of what you're paying these like 500 suits you probably have on board, thinking up the live service model of Battlefield 6, and I will outperform all of them combined for a fraction of the price, like 1% of the price. I will do it. I am utterly fucking confident I could do it. And I think my comment section can back me up, because you've heard me talk about this stuff for like nearly 20 years. You know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to gaming in this space. I don't bullshit you. I don't try to steer you wrong, right? Regardless, we're going to go over some more things here. And I just cannot believe how far we've fallen. There's some more data that I haven't even touched on. It's so bad. We'll cover all that and more after a brief word from this video's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by CyberGhost VPN. I think VPNs are a necessity nowadays, and CyberGhost is my VPN of choice. I just open it up, click, and go, and I am able to bypass all these stupid censors that vary state by state. It's quite ridiculous. But yeah, literally, you just boot it up, choose where you want to connect, hit the button, and you are good to go. Now, I personally absolutely hate television commercials. I don't have cable TV. I don't think anyone does nowadays, but a lot of things I want to watch are really only on cable TV, or if they're on a streaming service, they still have ads. So I use CyberGhost VPN to access Triller, which is only available in the UK, and then I'm able to watch all of my wrestling AEW content completely ad-free. It's incredible, and I highly recommend it. CyberGhost pays for itself in that regard. VPNs also protect your data. No more snooping from creeps like Mark Zuckerberg. Block that weird guy and get protected online from, people stealing your data information, what have you. So guys, use the link in the description to grab an 84% discount plus 4 months free, plus with a 45-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support. You can try it completely risk-free. There is absolutely no excuse. It is affordable and keeps you safe and uncensored online. All right, guys, so welcome back to the video. Let's just take a look at some numbers that maybe don't seem that insane on the surface, but are very telling. This is something that I think you can use Twitch to gauge the overall health of a player base pretty well. I truly do. A lot of people say it doesn't mean anything. I think that's pretty much bullshit. I think it means a lot. Battlefield 6 on Sunday, its most active day with people off work, Sunday afternoon, 2.2K viewers on Twitch. Need I remind you guys? Need I remind you? This is the best-selling game in the last 3 years. And it's now being beaten out pretty decisively, might I add. When you combine console and Steam charts numbers, it's being beat out by Call of Duty. But not just Call of Duty. No. Not just Call of Duty. But the best-selling game in the last 3 years is being beat out by Call of Duty, which features the worst-selling Call of Duty game of all time. Sales are down 60% from last year for Call of Duty, and they still have more player numbers. And you know what? I don't even blame them. Battlefield 6 is the better game. Easily, it's better. But the problem, and I mentioned this earlier before the ad break, the problem is that they have directly copied, like word for word, number for number, the business model of Call of Duty. And it is tiring, it is manipulative, and it's bullshit. Before Season 1, before we got the store and all that mess, Battlefield 6 was a refreshing game. It really was. I could have honestly dealt with them never releasing the store, never releasing the Battle Pass, never releasing Blackwell Fields, never releasing anything except maybe just that one good map, which I lost the name of, the golf course map. But regardless, I can stand like no content as long as the core gameplay is very smooth and good and you work on the bugs and all that stuff. But not only did we have a content drought, we had them like not patching things quickly enough. One particular bug where I would fly in the air and shit was like happening since the beta, and it took them ages to fix it. Other bugs, other like really annoying bugs would just remain in the game for like months. And combine that with the first big content drop being a very mid map, and then combine that with the same tired bullshit battle pass, event pass, AI slop in the store, same thing. The same exact business model as Call of Duty. It's no wonder people are fatigued. Like, I couldn't really explain it. This is old Battlefield 6 gameplay here. I stopped playing December 1st, and I have not touched Battlefield 6 since. And I couldn't really pinpoint why. I couldn't really exactly give you a reason why, other than I just started getting kind of tired playing the game. I don't mean like I'm just tired of playing it. I mean like the whole experience just started feeling old. Like I've seen it before. It was tiring. It was exhausting. And maybe it was just surfing through the Modern Warfare 2 Hulu UI. I'm not kidding. Look at this direct comparison. Why would you take the UI from Modern Warfare 2? Like, I think that was the most complained about thing in that game, and they just took the stupid Hulu UI, the same fucking UI from that game, and put it in Battlefield 6. Why? All these decisions that just don't make any fucking sense, they would do. Did Call of Duty have a really fucking bad idea? Well, Battlefield 6 is gonna copy it. I mean, hell, we could even say that the way that your class unlocks abilities is the exact same as Modern Warfare 2, and it kind of sucks. Like, why would you choose to rip off Call of Duty when people want to play your game to escape Call of Duty? Can someone explain it to me? And rest in peace, Vince Zampella, but I don't think he had anything to do with the business model surrounding Battlefield 6. I really don't. I think that was entirely EA. I think EA cannot make the right decision, the higher-ups, I mean, to save their life. They had a layup, 5 years ago now? With Battlefield 2042, because their competition that year was Call of Duty fucking Vanguard. Sounds like a venereal disease, doesn't it? Oh, I caught the Vanguard. That's about how enjoyable that piece of shit was that year. That game was made in like 7 months by a very tired, overworked Sledgehammer Games, and it outperformed Battlefield 2042. How embarrassing. Then you come back and you release a game that outperforms Call of Duty, outsells Call of Duty, and it should be smooth sailing. All you have to do is not do what Call of Duty does, and you failed. I could not be more disappointed right now. While the Battlefield 6 gameplay is still pretty good, let me just pivot here, unlike they're doing. Let me just pivot and show you why people are sick of the game. And they're leaving in droves. Let's check out this Reddit thread, okay? Even with all the challenges completed and 125 plus hours of Season 1 gameplay, I was not able to complete the Battle Pass. Do you know why that is? Because they want you to spend money, more money, not just buying the Battle Pass, they want you to spend more money to speed things up in the Battle Pass. This seems very familiar. Where have I seen this before? Oh, right, with fucking Call of Duty just last year. It genuinely feels like the Battle Pass gets slower and slower to progress every year. Great job at encouraging me to not spend money on the game. Why buy a Battle Pass that's so painstakingly slow, I will never finish it unless I leave my controller upside down all night. It's trash. Oh, if you do that, by the way, you get banned, so definitely don't do that. But yeah, even the AI slop we talked about, it's like Groundhog Day with Black Ops 6 this year. And this isn't the only bit of AI slop. I know I showed this particular image earlier, but no, there were a lot of instances shown all over Reddit. Hey, I've seen this somewhere before. Let me go back to the Black Ops 6 subreddit and the six-fingered zombie Santa AI slop that I see in my nightmares. This image, not even the zombie itself, just this image with its stupid six fingers is my new sleep paralysis demon. Oh, let's not stop the ripping off there. Let's do event passes, just like Call of Duty. Let's also release a Battle Royale and give it way more resources that probably should have went to the paid game than the paid game is getting. Battlefield 6 is also doing the shitty limited time game modes that no one fucking likes and that doesn't retain players in Call of Duty. Why in the fuck would it retain players in Battlefield 6? Let me just say something real quick, okay? Players don't want to play random fucking game modes playing Battlefield 6 unless it's in Portal, which is something else they also botched, by the way. Portal is a shell of what it could have been. I was really looking forward to it before launch, and it's just an afterthought. It's a non-factor. Why not take content from Portal, make it official, and make that some of the content we get each season? Those could be your game modes. Those could be fun things that you could put out, and it takes no effort. The community does it for you. Remember Halo 3 and like Griffball or whatever? The community will make stuff for you. They have plenty of time on their hands. Trust me. RedSec has been a colossal failure. I would take a lot of that map and proceed to use some of the resources to make other maps or use part of the RedSec map in the multiplayer component and just make maps that are good with those assets. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It's the exact same business model as Call of Duty. It really is. And this year, it's so fucking upsetting. It's so upsetting because I thought that multiplayer FPS games would be back. I thought that we would have competition, which would breed better games. It's how it works. Instead, Battlefield 6 kicked Call of Duty's ass and then proceeded to do absolutely nothing. Black Ops 7 is trying, but no one fucking cares, so that's also dying, although it never really had a player base to lose to start with. And then we have Arc Raiders that came out and kind of took the thunder of both of those games, and I bought the game and I thought about playing it, but I'll be completely real with you guys. I don't have much interest in Arc Raiders. And it's not because it's an extraction shooter, although I think that's not really my genre regardless. It's because I am so tired of the live service model. Can we stop with battle passes and event passes and the store? Can we stop with all of this shit and leave that garbage in the fucking mobile games where they belong? The free-to-play titles are where that shit belongs, not in my $70 game. I'm sorry. You do not need to be doing that. Bring back fucking map packs that we pay for. Payday 2 still does it. Payday 2 is doing just fine. Don't charge an arm and a leg for it. Charge like $5, $10 and call it a fucking day. This whole, we're going to peddle out a bunch of battle passes and event passes and microtransactions and then give you quote unquote free content. No, it's old, it's tired, it's boring. Get it the fuck out of my game. Arc Raiders, I'm sure it's a great game, but the thought of me having to put in double-digit hours to really get into it, and then, I mean, some idiot could just go in and like sneeze on something and break the game for a fucking week. I saw something about people glitching in the ceiling or whatever with the last update, some kind of bug or something like that. I'm tired of the live service games. I'm tired of playing a game and then like 2 months later, it's complete dog shit. Or I'm tired of investing time into a game and money as well, in some cases, time and money into a game, and then they shut it down. Like, these are the 3 games I've played in the past couple of years, and I've really gave a lot of my time to. Dead by Daylight, XDefiant, and Battlefield 6. Dead by Daylight, it's spaghetti code, to say the least. It's either good and playable, or it's completely awful, buggy garbage, and there's no rule in between. So I gave up on that game. XDefiant, love that game, but Ubisoft released it too early, and then they shut it down too quickly because they're stupid and they are poor. So that game just ceased to exist altogether. Battlefield 6, liked the game up until Season 1 launched, and then here comes Call of Duty Junior. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Can someone please think of a different business model that maybe, I don't know, gives the devs and the publisher revenue consistently, but maybe isn't completely tired and garbage and filled with event passes and battle passes and store content? Can we just go back to, you earn things in game through playing and you buy DLC and map packs and weapon packs and stuff? You buy the extra content with your money. That way, if you don't like what they're doing, you don't have to buy it. It's a novel concept, but my God, something needs to change. And I'm sorry for any Arc Raiders fans who want to see me play the game, but again, I am tired. I don't want to spend 10, 20, 30 hours in the game, and then some update comes out and Nicki Minaj is queefing in my face. You know what I mean? Like, stuff can change without my consent. Hell, just today, I woke up to my iPhone installing an update. I didn't choose this update. I didn't give it consent. It installed it regardless, though. And I opened my phone, and it's fucking hideous. Some sort of liquid glass update. If you have an iPhone, you probably know what I'm talking about. Some sort of liquid glass update, and everything looks like complete shit, and everything runs slower. And my muscle memory is now ahead of the phone performing certain tasks. So it messes up everything. Like, I'm tired of buying something and it's just ever changing. Can I just buy something good? Like, imagine, seriously, this is what it's like. Imagine saving up your money and you buy a Rolex watch, okay? Wow, that's a nice Rolex watch, man. And then tomorrow you wake up and it's a fucking Casio. And then like 2 months from now, you wake back up and it's now like one of those Tiger Electronic wristwatches, you know, that you can play games on or whatever. And then 2 months from now, it's a Tudor, and then it's a Seiko. Like, just give me one thing. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I am just unk status. Maybe I'm too old. But can we please get on board with what I'm saying here? I cannot be the only one, right? I am so fatigued, and I wish Battlefield 6 just did something slightly different from Call of Duty. But they've ripped off everything from the UI to the AI slop to the seasonal updates to the dead, dying Battle Royale. So I don't know anymore. I'm out of time, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Rest in peace, Battlefield 6. I don't foresee this game coming back with Season 2. I am sorry. Peace out. Guys, don't forget to click on the link in the video description to get the special discount for CyberGhost VPN. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free. Check it out. Link in the description.